Welcome, I'm Francisco Guerra, President of Global Special Effects. Today we're going to do a short little video to give you an idea of the most commonly asked questions on our tech line. Most of the time our calls are about the 1500 and the T-1500 Mini are about the speed control on the fan. This speed control on the fan is not DMXable, it is a manual control. It is on the back of the machine. If you turn your machine to the back, we have made two different types of controls. The standard control will hear a click. That click is to the off position. Once it's to the right of that click is to the max position. As you continue to go to the right, it goes to a minimum position. One thing that most people need to know is that the T-1500 does power up about 5 to 7 seconds after the machine's powered on. The fan does take a few seconds to turn on. It's because the size of the fan and the capacitor charge. So once again, if you hear it click, that is to the off position. If you hear it, once it clicks, it goes to the right of it, that's going to become your speed control. It's at 100% just to the right of it. We have another version of a dial controller that clicks twice. It actually clicks on the off position to the left, just slightly to the right of it is at max, and as it goes all the way to the right, it'll have another off position. So make sure that you know what type you've got. But both of them all the way to the left, just beyond the click, is at 100%. The next commonly asked question, besides the speed control on the fan, is the thumb dial settings. This is where a lot of people just didn't take the time and read the manual. This manual shows you all the specifications to the controls on the thumb dials, but I'll go over them with you very quickly. Also, they are published and printed right on the machine. Now, very easy. It's standard DMX, 4 channels. Channel 1 is on or off. Channel 2 and 3 is cycle and duration. That's used if you're going to use it on a timer on DMX. Channel 4 is going to become the flake size control. That is very important that you know that you only use really channel 1 and channel 4. I always turn channel 2 and 3 off. So channel 1, to review, is on or off. Channel 2 and 3 is duration and cycle, which we leave off. And channel 4 is flake size control. It gives you an amazing control of flake size on DMX. The 600 settings on the T-1500 Max and Mini is a 5-minute cycle timer. It's pretty neat. In other words, you can set the machine to cycle on and off at a desired rate. I'll explain. The middle digit on the T-1500 Max and Mini, when I move it to 610, the middle digit tells me that that is 10% of on, of 5 minutes. In other words, it will run for 30 seconds, because that's 10% of 5 minutes is 30 seconds, and off for 4.5 minutes. If I move it to 620, that's going to be 20% of on versus 80% of off. In other words, it'll be on for 1 minute and off for 4 minutes. The last digit, the 621, that 1 digit right there is going to become the flake size control. That 1 tells me it's 10% of maximum output of the pump. So you can control the output of the pump and the time by using the 600s, which is the 5-minute cycle timer. Now, the 700s on the T-1500 Mini and the Max is the 15-minute cycle timer. That means that you have the control within 15 minutes to control the on time versus off time. I'll explain. The middle digit, just like the 5-minute is the same, is 10% of on set at 710. In other words, it'll be on for 10% of 15 minutes and off for 90% of that period. The end digit, which is again the same as the 5-minute clock, is the flake size control. In other words, I have it set now at 712. That 2 number tells me it's on at 20% of output of the pump. The 800 on the 1500 Max and the 1500 Mini is the standalone mode. That is where you can power the machine up by using a non-dim circuit, and the machine will start immediately to work. 800, the pump is off. 801, the pump is activated. That is 1% of 99 settings. You have 99% ability to control the pump from 800 to 899. As you go up in value, all the way to 899, that increases your flake size. You can choose your desired flake size by choosing a number between 800 and 899. Now, 900 on the T-1500 Max and T-1500 Mini. 900 is hardwire remote. By using a hardwire remote, you would have to set it to 900. It will not work in any other function but the hardwire remote in any number in 900. 900 is the standby for hardwire input only. I hope this gives you a little bit of an insight of the commonly most answered questions on our tech line. If you have any further questions, please feel free to call our tech line or write to us. Thank you.